hazard a guess as to what we're going to be talking about today. Hey everyone, my name is Jillian and welcome to Frizzbiscuit. Last night was the 4th of June. It was a Wednesday. It was the 4th day of winter. And it was the night that I saw the Fault in Our Stars movie. And as you probably haven't been able to tell, that's what we're going to be talking about today. This movie does not disappoint. We laughed a lot, we cried a lot, and we blessed the names of every single person who went towards bringing this book to life because it was absolutely perfect. I'm actually struggling to come up with a criticism. I don't have one. This is one of the most faithful book-to-movie adaptations I have ever seen. For those of you who haven't read the book, go read the book, and then you can go see the movie. Let's talk about what this movie is about. It's based off the book The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. The main character is a girl called Hazel Grace Lancaster, portrayed by Shailene Woodley. This is her. And Hazel has cancer. She goes to a cancer support group where she meets a boy called Augustus Waters, played by Ansel. I don't want to say anything more about the plot in case there are people watching this video who haven't read the book or haven't had a chance to see the movie yet, but that's basically it. I know John Green has said this a lot in his videos and I didn't really get it until I saw the movie, but this is not the kind of book that gets turned into a movie. Young adult cancer love story? Forget about it. But they did it. And they did it exceptionally well. And this movie has got so much attention because people love the book so dearly. And while it's absolutely amazing that a book and a movie like this have gained so much media attention, I also feel like this has led to a lot of incorrect assumptions about what this book and this movie is actually about. Let me tell you what it's not. Number one, they are not just for teenage girls. Sure, teenage girls love this book with good reason, but do not think for 1 second that teenage girls only love this book because they're in love with Augustus Waters, or because it's a teenage love story, and oh my god, the fields and pretty people and Also, let me just say that it is not just teenage girls who are in love with Augustus Waters. And sure, a lot of people who see this movie will be teenagers, but it is not a stupid teenage love story. It's raw and honest and hilarious and so heartbreaking. One of the main things that the book is about, and that the movie accurately portrays as well, is that it doesn't matter how long you've been alive. You may not have traveled the world and visited millions of exotic places. You may not have graduated from high school or got a bachelor degree or got a PhD, but your life is meaningful and justified. A lot of people tend to look down on teenagers because they haven't lived as long as other people and they don't have these worldly experiences, which is utter bullshit. You can still have a full and meaningful life if you are a good person and you love good people, and if good people love you, and if you have a positive effect, not necessarily on the world, but on the people around you, just by being you. Saying that this is only for teenage girls is like saying that Harry Potter is only for 10 to 12-year-old boys. If you are a teenager, if you are in your 30s, if you are 93, I would encourage you to go and see this movie because it is just practically perfect in every way. And you'll never sit there thinking, what is this teenage girl nonsense? And if you do, then I will be judging you. Number two, this is a depressing movie. I know what you're gonna say. The kids have cancer, it's going to be heart-crushingly depressing and sad, and I'm not going to be able to get through it. Now don't get me wrong, I cried my heart out in the book and in the movie because they're utterly heartbreaking, but that's not all it is. I've read one Jodi Picoult book in my life, and while I enjoyed it, I just felt so depressed after reading it. That is not this. You will probably cry, but you will probably cry from laughter as well. It has so many hilarious moments when you're sitting there slapping your knee and laughing so hard that tears are streaming down your face. Really is an emotional roller coaster. All the characters are incredibly well-rounded, they are intelligent, and they are charming, and they are witty, and they will honestly bring a smile to your face. Honestly, they will make your heart swell with joy. It's happy, it's sad, it's heartbreaking, and it's just so worth watching. It will exceed your expectations, I promise you. I know there are a lot of people who won't be able to read this book or watch this movie because it will bring back too many bad memories about personal experiences and experiences with friends and experiences with family, and that's alright. For me personally though, reading this book is a kind of therapy. Number three, The Fault in Our Stars is not insensitive towards people with cancer, and it does not romanticize illness. That's a criticism I've heard a lot. And to all the people who have that opinion, I ask of you one thing. Have you actually read the book? It is not about that at all. It's just very honest, I feel. People who are ill are often seen as other, and The Fault in Our Stars does not do that. Final thoughts. This movie could have been incredibly bad. perfect. And I was so scared that it was not going to be accurately portrayed. But Josh Boone, the director, is apparently a cinematic god. Everything pulled together perfectly. The tone of the movie perfectly matched the tone of the book. And every single actor in this movie was amazing. I'm not just talking about Shailene and Ansel and Nat, who were all phenomenal, but the people who played Hazel's mum and dad, and all the people in the support crew, and all the people in the Amsterdam scenes were just absolutely perfect. You can tell that everyone who had a part in making this movie cared about the book so much, and the soundtrack was perfect as well. Everything just synced up so well and just created this one amazing piece of art. I'm so thankful to every single one of the cast and the crew and the screenwriters and just everyone who had a part of bringing this movie to life, because it was perfect. So thank you so much for that. If you haven't read The Fault in Our Stars yet, then I would strongly encourage you to do that and then to hop out to your cinema and go and see the movie. By the time this video is up, it should be out across all the cinemas in Australia and all the cinemas in America as well. June 6th is when it comes out in America. And finally, I just want to thank you, John Green, for writing such an amazing book, because I honestly think that people are better for reading it, and that's all you can really ask. Now in the comments below, anyone who has read The Fault in Our Stars or who have already seen the movie, tell me your opinions. Keep it spoiler free, because we don't do spoilers here. And that's all folks, bye!